When we talk about brain-supporting foods in the context of Alzheimer's disease, salmon frequently tops the list, and there's some legitimate science behind this recommendation. The primary reason relates to omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which are abundant in cold water fish like salmon. Now, let's be clear about what we're actually discussing here. These omega-3s don't directly produce NAD+, but they play a supportive role in the cellular machinery where NAD+ does its work, the mitochondria, which are essentially the power plants of our neurons, rely on healthy membranes to function properly. Omega-3 fatty acids integrate into these membranes, potentially improving their fluidity and efficiency. When mitochondria operate more effectively, the NAD+ that's present can be utilized more efficiently for energy production. This is particularly relevant in Alzheimer's disease, where mitochondrial dysfunction is a well-documented problem. However, we need to temper our enthusiasm with some important caveats. First, the research on omega-3s and Alzheimer's prevention has been mixed. Some observational studies show promising associations between fish consumption and reduced dementia risk, but randomized controlled trials have been less impressive. The timing seems to matter significantly. Consuming salmon regularly throughout middle age may offer more protective benefits than starting after cognitive decline has already begun. There's also the question of mercury contamination. While wild-caught salmon generally has lower mercury levels than some other fish, farmed salmon can contain environmental contaminants and has a different fatty acid profile. The quality and source of your salmon matters considerably. We're not just talking about eating any salmon product off the shelf. The benefits are maximized with high-quality, properly sourced fish. Another consideration is that salmon alone won't reverse or prevent Alzheimer's disease. The idea that any single food could address such a complex neurodegenerative condition is simply not supported by current evidence. What salmon might do is contribute to an overall dietary pattern that supports brain health. It's one piece of a much larger puzzle that includes overall caloric intake, physical activity, sleep quality, stress management, and genetic factors. For individuals already dealing with cognitive decline, the evidence for therapeutic benefit from adding salmon to the diet is quite limited. We're mostly talking about potential preventive effects or supporting overall brain function, not reversing existing damage. The neurodegeneration in Alzheimer's involves protein misfolding, inflammation, vascular damage, and complex metabolic failures that go far beyond what dietary omega-3s can address. That said, salmon remains a nutritious protein source with relatively few downsides for most people. If you're building a brain-healthy diet, including salmon 2 to 3 times per week is a reasonable strategy, but maintain realistic expectations. It's supportive nutrition, not medicine. And if you have concerns about sustainability, cost, or access to quality salmon, there are other sources of omega-3s and other approaches to supporting brain health that deserve equal consideration.